Good afternoon. You are tuned into Ability Matters, a program that covers matters to do with abilities, disabilities and everything in between. Ability Matters is one of the longest running disability-related programs in the whole wide world. Starting its headway on air in 2007, you can now listen to podcasts of previous Ability Matters programs on YouTube and Spotify. Just search for Ability Matters. Ability Matters is brought to you by My Home Living Care, an NDIS registered disability.
Yes, I just want to make a small little correction there. It wasn't. This isn't Headway on Air. That was an old Headway on Air. This is now Ability Matters. So there we go. Yes.
All good.
Thanks
all
for pointing
good.
that out, Beck.
It's okay.
So who do we have with us today?
Okay, so today we have Sam and Michelle, and they're both from the Beacon of Hope project.
Lovely.
Hello.
Hey, ladies.
Lovely to be here.
Thank you.
And so we're just going to have a little bit of chat and catch up with Sam firstly about some of the activities that happened at the end of last year. And then she's got some exciting news for starting next month. So we'll get straight into it. And my first question for you, Sam, is how did your diversity markets, Women's Night and Christmas in the Park events go at the end of last year?
They went super well. So let's start with the markets. Because of the feedback and positive feedback we got, we now have dates for the next year because we have seen the need and the good news stories that have come out of it, being able to give people like employment kind of opportunities in an inclusive way by giving people a place to come and feel safe and be included in the community. It was like super awesome. So the markets went like so well. It was really a blessing and pleasure to be there. With the Women's Night, we had 5 amazing women turn up, and in that event we did have a movie playing in the background, but we turned it off in the end because everyone was just chatting. And
that's great.
Not focusing, yeah.
No one, so Michelle was there too, and literally we just all chatted. We just
spread the word.
We're doing craft, had yummy snacks, and all the women got to take home a self-care resource as well as a self-care pack, which was really awesome.
We were surprised. It was a small group, which actually worked really well because we were surprised that the women that didn't know each other opened up quite quickly, and we were able to have some really good conversations, which was wonderful.
Yeah, it was actually turned out to be the perfect number of women, and we were able to give everyone the attentive capacity that they needed. So yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it sounds good. Like everyone's all like, we need so many people. I'm like, no, it's actually better like one-on-one if you can even. And so you just give that person the time and the attention.
Keeps things more personal.
And they feel like they're being heard and listened to.
Yeah, we could like literally meet people's needs a little bit better and like be a bit more specific to each woman, which was really lovely. And yeah, their resources they got to take home were a lot more personalised, I felt. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. And then the Christmas barbecue was, we had 14 people end up coming to that, and that was super awesome. To be honest, it was my best Christmas I've ever experienced. Was
that at the Berkeley skate park?
Yeah, so
I drove past that, yeah.
Yeah, so it was really awesome to have a diverse group of people attend and be able to have people not spend Christmas alone, and also to be able to be included in an environment where they got to have like food on Christmas Day and be around festive energy. So that was really a privileged event to be at, and definitely we'll be doing it this year again and looking to do it even at Easter as well.
Oh, so it's turned out well. So you're going to do it at other holiday periods, I suppose, yeah.
Spread it across the year.
Yeah, 100%.
Wonderful.
Because we're very aware that these holidays can be hard for people if they're spending them alone. And so we want to provide opportunities so they can gather together and not feel alone.
Yeah, no, it sounds like an outstanding initiative. I think that more places could probably jump on board and help out with these things and get them rolling and have them in more areas than one.
100%. Like, we had actually someone from the Southern Highlands reach out to us and see if it was a very short time span, so it was unable to be achieved to set up the Christmas event then, but hopefully in this new year we will be able to also set up different spots, maybe for other locations for Christmas, etc. Because, you know, on that day, no matter what your situation is, you don't want to spend it alone. So, yeah.
Definitely, I'm all for that. I think that's a great thing that you're doing out there in the community. Do you want to flick to a song now, Tony?
Rightio. Well, I think I've got an apt song here, because especially after everything you've been saying over that side of the table, we've got here The Loving Spoonful with Daydream from 1966 album Daydream itself, so it's self-titled.
What a day for a...
Okay, as I said earlier, that was just Loving Spoonful, actually The Loving Spoonful with Daydream from 1966 album Daydream itself, so it's self-titled. Lovely. Okay, now we're back on the other side of the table for the interview between Beck and the Beacon of Hope Project girls, Sam and Michelle. Yes,
You're doing well. Yeah,
you
got the main bit right where they're from. That's the main thing.
that was kind of helpful too. They're wearing the Beacon of Hope Project T-shirts they were talking about earlier. So
they're lovely and pink,
bright pink too. Beautiful.
We're very noticeable, so yes, we're very on brand with Beacon of Hope Project.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
So you have something exciting to share about a new service that Beacon of Hope Project is starting in February. Tell us more.
Yes, so we at Beacon of Hope Project want to be able to utilise the way we provide supports to specifically women. We've noticed that there are a lot of services that do provide things like NDIS support coordination and psychosocial recovery coaching that don't use a trauma-informed model or don't have peer-led voices being used to lead the way into what services should be providing as a service. So as a organisation, we recognised that bringing on a support coordinator and a recovery coach is quite essential for the community and for the women of the Illawarra, because by being able to provide women that in a person-centred, trauma-informed way, they get to build their life and their supports around what gives them purpose and dignity. So that's where Michelle, her role is coming on board, and we want to use our lived experience board and lived experience lead of the organisation to help with pushing services with professionals to be able to help people with lived experience.
Wow, that's amazing. I keep saying that's amazing. I'm awestruck for other words.
All right.
So, what made you decide to move into this type of support?
We saw the gap. That's kind of what we saw, and we do have an advocacy program that is coming and we really want to bring, but that is additionally waiting for things like grant funding. For the meantime, our model of care is very different to a lot of other services, and people who do have the capacity with NDIS funding or private funding, we think that they should be able to utilize a service like ours and get that benefit. So that's kind of why we moved into this support, because we saw the gap, but we also saw that while we're setting up other advocacy systems and supports, if people have capacity, they should be allowed to utilize a service that is trauma-informed and person-centered and is about them. So, yeah, do you have anything else to add to that, Michelle? No?
So, just going off what you just said there, so it's more like tailoring support coordination and the different things they might engage with to what their different needs might be.
Yeah, 100%. And I think because we're a peer-led organisation, like obviously the role of support coordination is a professional role and has a person in a professional position leading that. But as a peer-led organisation, we have voices of people with lived experience. So we're able to utilise that lived experience and guide our people providing this support in ways that will ultimately benefit participants and meet participants' needs. So like one of our things is we've just had a strategy day and we went through our uniform policy, and a big thing to me is allowing participants to access the community without being noticed by a Beacon of Hope project merchandise like shirt. So if it's an individual interaction, say the support coordinators taking a participant to an appointment, that is a thing that we would not in our policy allow the staff to wear the clothes, and that's through lived experience voices. We understand that that can cause things like embarrassment, exclusion, and questions that a participant does not need. Obviously, if participants request this, and obviously if there's things that come into safety, etc., those get assessed, but we want to use lived experience voices to be able to lead the way for people in professional positions to give better tailor-made support.
Yeah, so I understand that you would go somewhere and you wouldn't necessarily want to stand out like a nice pink thumb.
For the wrong reasons. We wouldn't want to stand out for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, and
it's great that you got drawing attention to yourselves now with your big label in bold letters and there's a logo thing right next to it. So you're doing subliminal advertising there.
Yeah.
Not subliminal, but it's a good way for people sticking to people's minds that, okay, this is Beacon of Hope project doing the right thing or a positive thing, yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and so for participants who don't and as we have many members on the team who have lived experiences, we use those voices, and we've learned that going out in public with someone in a shirt, especially bright pink, it could draw attention that makes them feel whatever way, and so
We're also aware that there are times when it is good to wear the T-shirt. So, for example, when we're doing the markets or if we're doing fundraising, as you said, the T-shirts draw the attention, and that's when we want to do it. I had previous experience as a support worker, and we used to wear lanyards. And what I sometimes found was that even if you went into the shops, the people serving the person you're supporting would talk to me, the support worker, rather than to my participant. And
exactly.
we don't want to take anything away from our participants, and that's the idea behind the policy.
Yeah, 100%.
I've had that experience.
I totally agree with that,
myself,
yeah.
yes. Because I've been walking around with, as you said, support workers, that sort of thing, and even though I'm not wearing a lanyard or anything like that, or neither is a support worker, but because they can see that there is a difference between myself and the support worker, they always seem to address the support worker before myself. So,
which is sad.
Of course, it's sad. But
I think it's a lack of education. We're all still people at the end of the day, and
social education. Yes.
Addressing that actual person instead of the person. Like, I understand maybe if that person was non-verbal or something, but then you can do simple change up of here's a pen and paper and things like that. So it's just about letting people know how they can actually to that respectfully to the person.
And that's just like one of the things we implement as an organisation, like with the voices of having being a peer-led model. Like, there's many things that come into running an organisation, but having the voices does help us be able to be a much more person-centred and trauma-informed service, so that participants feel safe and are building their quality of life, dignity, purpose, and are getting what they need and deserve out of the support.
Of course.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great thing. Shame it's just for the women.
I believe when we just one gender, I'd be everyone across the board, yeah?
Well, no, because Beacon of Hope focuses on helping women. So
that's something I kind of
that's where my comment came from.
Sorry, Beck. Yes,
but yeah, I'm sure if she wanted to put a skirt on, no, maybe no.
I thought that was private.
Sorry, I've put it on the air.
In saying that, we do support transgender people who identify as women, and also teenage girls as well.
Oh, okay, so you got a broad range. That's good too.
Indeed.
It's good to know.
But it's generally just for the that one gender, yes?
Female cohort.
Yes, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm losing track, don't worry.
Yeah, all right. No worries. Did you want to flick to another song, Tony?
Sure. I've got coming up next, the Rolling Stones with Gimme Shelter, just a shot away from the 1969 album, Let It Bleed. Yeah. And yes, now we're getting straight back into the questions, ladies. Listeners, between Beck on that side of the table. And
They
Sam
may
and
be
Michelle.
lady listeners. You never know.
I'm not saying there aren't lady listeners out there. I'm hoping there's someone out there who's a lady. But
I'm sure there is.
Go for it.
I'm sure there is. I'm just wondering, like, we've heard all about the wonderful things that you had going on at the end of last year and all the wonderful events. And also how you're moving into the support coordination role. And I suppose the next question is, can you introduce us to your support coordination manager? We've heard her speak already, but give us a bit of a...
Make it all official now.
So
pump her up.
I would like to introduce Michelle. Michelle was introduced to Beacon of Hope Project when she came on board as a student for placement when doing her counselling degree that she's doing. Michelle has a heart of gold, is very, very dedicated and goes above and beyond. We as an organisation saw what skills and capacity she really has, and we wanted to offer her that position to come on board as we felt she suited it very well, and it was a service we wanted to expand to, and she fit exactly the thing. So I will let Michelle answer and speak about
Her side of the story.
yeah.
Go for it.
Hello, Michelle. How are you?
Oh, well, Beck.
I know we've heard you already speak, but we're now getting to know that you're actually the support coordination
I am.
manager.
I've had several years' experience working in the mental health field as a case manager and doing some support work in the disability field. And as Sam said, I'm currently doing my Bachelor of Counselling.
Oh, were you at Wollongong University?
No,
or?
at ACAP University.
Oh,
So
where's that?
it's national, but the campus is in Sydney, and I'm currently doing it part-time online, and then I go up to Sydney for workshops.
Wow.
Yeah,
So you're a busy lady.
I am.
Oh, I hope you get some me time in there as well.
Yes, definitely, because as we all know, self-care is very important. Otherwise, you burn
definitely.
out.
You can't help others if you don't look after yourself.
100%.
It'll be on your A game.
We encourage each other of this on a regular basis.
Oh, no, that's awesome. Anything you can do to give yourself a bit of me time is great.
Even if it's just a cup of coffee.
Indeed. Or tea in my case.
Or tea. I like them both there.
I haven't grown up yet. I'm still stuck on hot chocolate.
I am too.
Hey, don't worry there, girls. That's still me time.
It's quite
Absolutely.
enjoyable.
Coffee, tea, hot chocolate, even a
Whatever
glass of water
works.
is fine.
Milkshake. I love milkshake.
Glass of milk in the morning. Yep.
No, not a glass of milk. I go to Wendy's or or
okay.
Donut King, someone that has milkshake.
Fair enough.
Love them. Thick shakes are even better.
That's another story.
It is. Don't get me started on that.
Okay.
So I'm just wondering if I suppose you could then flow on and tell us a bit about which things does support coordination help with, Michelle?
Absolutely. So I think the best way for me to answer that is to explain what a support coordinator and a recovery coach does.
Go for it.
Thank you. So a support coordinator helps people who have support coordination in the NDIS plan to understand, manage and implement their plan to achieve their goals. A support coordinator acts as a guide, a problem solver, connecting participants with services and advocating where needed. Coordinating providers, services, managing budgets and building capacity for greater independence. A support coordinator is a bit like a personal translator and organiser for complex supports, systems and ensuring services work together and effectively and addressing unexpected challenges to ensure participants get the best outcome and value for their package. While a recovery coach role, the psychosocial recovery coach supports someone who has recovery coaching in the NDIS plan. To qualify for funding, the participant will have been diagnosed with a psychosocial disability. The role of the coach is to provide specialist recovery orientated guidance to help the participant to live a full and meaningful life. This includes improving participants' skills to build capacity and manage daily challenges and help navigate the NDIS and mental health systems. A coach's role is to focus on participants' strengths, goal setting and build resilience, working with participants to take control of their lives and manage their mental health challenges. Recovery coaches differ from support coordination by focusing specifically on mental health recovery and mentorship.
Wonderful.
Good description of both things there. You've got your support coordination and you've also got the recovery coach aspect. So I'm gathering that they would closely tie into each other because the support coordination would then work with the recovery coach to make sure that all the needs and all the different things that they may have going on are going to be addressed and worked on.
Correct. And
Covered
some
correctly.
people will have both things in their package and some people only have one. Sadly, only about 40% of participants get support coordination in their NDIS package.
Yes, well, it's the old, it's hard to find someone that's going to address those things.
Both sides of the case.
And actually
yes.
give you a holistic approach on how to recover.
Absolutely. And to live as with the best of their ability of their disability, because we're aware that some disabilities can actually recover from, but we want to give people the best lives they can while living with their disability.
Yeah. It sounds like you're doing a great job, ladies. You've
Thank
got
you.
everything, I think, covered to make sure it's all going to happen well.
And yes, now we'll just go straight back into the interview between Beck, Sam, and
Michelle.
Yeah, I was going to say something that I thought
You did well. You're on the ball there. Good work, Tony.
getting close.
It's all right. There's a lot of people in the room.
Friendly, yes, go for it.
I
Smiling.
guess, and you're outnumbered. We're all women. Don't get
Okay.
cheeky now. All right, so
Let's go for it,
I
girls.
suppose the last question that I've got for you, Michelle, who can get support coordination and how do they contact the Beacon of Hope project?
Absolutely. So as I mentioned before, with both support coordination and psychosocial recovery coaching, it has to be in your NDIS plan. So firstly, you have to have an NDIS plan, and but at this stage, we can't help people get onto it. There are other services for that, for example, like Uniting LAC.
So there are specific services that can get you onto the NDIS plan to begin with, and
Correct.
then from there you have to go out and find
A support coordinator or recovery coach.
who will help you get on to people such as yourself. Yes,
Yes, correct.
It's a bit of a
Minefield.
bit of a juggle. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. I mean, I'm on NDIS myself, and I didn't realise just how much my coordinators had to deal with. Yeah.
Okay. So there are...
It's not straightforward.
No, and there are 3 levels of support coordination. So level 1 is basically getting you set up for your NDIS. Level 2 is coordination and supports, and it tends to be ongoing. And level 3 is specialist support coordination, which is complex. At this stage, we are just providing level 1 and 2. And in your NDIS package, you'll also say how many hours of support coordination you can have.
You should get an allocation of how many you can have per week.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Wow.
So, to contact us, there are a couple of ways. We have social media presence on Instagram and on Facebook and TikTok. And TikTok. We have a little emblem with a candle, a white background and a candle when you're looking for us. So Beacon of Hope Project. There is a phone number, 0429 528 930. I'll just read that again, 0429 528 930. Or you can email us on inquiries at beaconofhopeprojectaus.org. That was inquiries at beaconofhopeprojectaus.org. And even if you're not sure, we're happy to have a chat and see how we can support you. And if you don't have an NDIS package, we do have other programs that might suit you.
Yeah, and
That was actually, I know to put you on the spot, but that was actually one of the questions I was going to ask. What happens if you can't get it? Yes, and you need help still.
Yeah, so I'll answer that quickly. So we do offer also a 30-minute free initial consultation if you're unsure what supports you do have in your NDIS plan and want to discuss how we may be able to assist you. With the other supports we do at Beacon of Hope Project, we have kind of 5 core initiatives. Currently, we're doing holistic peer-led candle classes with our ones at Blooms on Central in Oak Flats. They will be monthly at a cost of $30, and they're holistic peer-led spaces to just build connection and community.
Relax and do something nice at the same time.
Exactly. And through that, we can help with referrals or pointing you in the right direction to services that may be able to assist. And then we are starting our Safe Glow workshops, which are where we partner with community centres, and we're partnering firstly with Berkeley Community Centre that has only 6 spots available. We are in the process of getting that all up and running at the moment, and those are specifically about building self-resilience, capacity and self-love. So yeah, but if you just want to even have a chat about other services in the area, please do give us a call or email, because we are happy to talk about other places that may be able to help you in the meantime.
And now, just speaking of that email, was that all one word? Inquiries at Beacon of Hope Project aus.org?
Yeah, correct.
Wonderful. That just crossed my mind there. So is all that information you just mentioned on air available on those Facebook things you mentioned, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and through the number?
Yeah.
So it's all available on social media?
And there's also a link on social media to our website as well.
Wonderful. Down in all one place.
Excelente. That's awesome, and I'm sure I'll be able to add that information in our blurb for those people that want to have a listen on Spotify or YouTube later on. So
Wonderful, yes.
I suppose we'll jump over to some more music, Tony.
Beautiful time now. And
What do you got for us?
I've got Earth, Wind and Fire with the September single from 1978. Yeah. Yes, I want to repeat that again. That was Earth, Wind and Fire with September single from 1978. And the time now is currently 16 minutes till 1 o'clock. So we've got 16 more minutes of fun and education. Go for it. And good music, of course, yeah.
Of course.
Let's hear it there, Beck.
All right, thanks,
Please,
Tony.
Michelle and Sam, go for it.
Yes, oh, he's got it. He's got it down pat.
It's only taken
You've
me-
got it within the hour.
It's only taken me
Good.
45 minutes, but yeah, here we go.
That's progress. I just wanted, because I know that you wanted to speak about this, so did you want to mention to people about your wonderful diversity markets and when they're coming up?
Yeah, so we are super excited to announce that we have dates for the next year at West Illawarra. A massive shout out to them for being so awesome with helping organise the venue and stuff. But we've got dates on February 14th, March 14th, May 9th, June 6th, July 11th, August 15th, October 10th, and November 14th. They're our current dates.
What was the February one?
It's 14th of February, so Valentine's Day.
And the time?
All our markets run from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. These markets, either if you're coming in the capacity of a vendor, we are able to provide you some accessibility adjustments and support while you're there. We also have a sensory spot. We can, we are there to provide accessibility adjustments so that you can participate in a market and grow your business.
Can I just add with that the accessibility adjustment is not only for physical adjustment, it's also if you have psychosocial needs and just need a little bit more support. We've got volunteers to help during the day, just in case you're wondering.
So by psychosocial, you mean mental, yes?
Mental health, yeah. And so...
Intellectual.
Yeah.
Okay, yes. To do with the head, yeah?
We want to
Nothing that I might imagine that like you see on the movies or anything like that, yeah?
No.
Yeah, not the movies, good stuff, yeah. So it's mental. Beautiful.
We want to be able to include people from all aspects. So if they have a thing that means they struggle for being included from whatever aspect, we can send out our accessibility adjustment form, and we then are able to look at that and have a discussion and see what accessibility adjustments we can provide. Sometimes it's honestly, even if you're just a woman who's entering a public space for the first time, and say being placed next to a male vendor, we can make sure that
help you feel comfortable.
Yeah,
And
and
make sure you get next to some more girls also.
yeah, whatever accessibility adjustment can be made to include you, we are so open to discussing it and trying our best to provide it. And then for customers, we want to create inclusive spaces so that they can come to events, and if they get a bit overstimulated, there's a space to go to, and then they can come back and keep shopping. So if the music's too loud ever, please let us know and we'll lower it. I think we'll definitely probably in the future look at maybe having a quiet hour, things like that. We want just to provide spaces that are inclusive and people can participate. Additionally, we'll be releasing some women's empowerment events and other events coming up. We've just released the dates for the next 6 months of the candle classes at Blooms on Central. So definitely just keep an eye out on our social media, because we release a lot of different dates and events, and we do try and share it to all the community groups, but we do know that algorithm doesn't always push it out. So the best way to see it is our social media accounts.
Cool. That sounds
And
awesome.
just quickly now, did you want to just repeat those dates and that you're going to have those events again? And all the time for all those events, we're going to be 10 till 2 p.m.
The main one I wanted to say,
Sorry, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Yes.
for people, if they're going on the 14th of February and they haven't picked
Valentine's
something
Day.
up yet,
They can
that
get
could
their
be the perfect place to do it.
Well, actually, some of like the vendors we've already accepted, you should see the products they've got. We've started sharing it on BOHP Markets. That's a separate Facebook account specifically just for our markets. And the items and things people create are honestly incredible. We have so many incredible talents here in the Illawarra, and BOHP Markets are truly just to provide more inclusive spaces so people can build their business, be included, etc. But the dates for the markets that are confirmed are 14th of Feb, 14th of March, 9th of May, 6th of June, 11th of July, August 15th, October 10th, and November 14th. And they all run, the event runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
At West's.
Illawarra, yeah.
So, and that's going to be upstairs. They got their rooms upstairs, yeah?
Yeah, upstairs.
Am I correct?
Yeah. And there's a lift and, so there's a lift to get up there for anyone who has like mobility aids or mobility needs. And yeah.
Wonderful.
Anything else that you ladies would like to mention before we sign off?
I've just had a thought, as I do.
No, that's good. Thoughts are good.
Beacon of Hope project's message is aiming to amplify women's dignity, purpose and help create change. If this is something that you're interested in and our website resonates with you or social media pages, reach out to our inquiries email, and we're always looking for volunteers.
Yeah, no, good spirit. Good addition.
And
So,
just to fill in there, that email once again was inquiries@beaconofhopeprojectaus.org.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes.
I said it right.
well, thank you very much, Sam and Michelle. It's been great to hear about the wonderful new things that Beacon of Hope Project, new directions you were going in, as well as some of the original things and how they were developing and going to be, I think, something very valuable to add to the community's social calendar.
Thank you for
just
having us.
quick question. If people forget those dates, can they go on to your website and then post it up there to let people know when to go to the markets?
Yeah, go to our website or go to our social media. I will be uploading the dates to the website ASAP, but all our social media have all the dates anyway. And if you're unsure by any chance, just send us a message and we can send you it directly as
Through
well.
the social media.
Yeah.
So you just have to search Beacon of Hope through the social media?
Project.
Sorry. Beacon of Hope Project through social media. Right.
And look for the candle.
And look for the candle. Right.
White background candle.
White background candle.
Well, thank you so much, ladies. I can't do a whole heap of information in there. You've jammed it into 1 hour. You've done very well.
Less than an hour. 50 minutes. Good
Oh,
stuff.
yes. Yeah, and we've had some music breaks in between.
Lovely.
So you've
Thank
done
you for
a
having
wonderful
us.
job. And now I'll say good afternoon to the listeners out there. Thank you for listening for the past